Hello everybody, Iain Robson here. Welcome to another edition of the Newbie Farm. Alright, we got nothing going on today. I'm just gonna fire up this tractor over here. And there we go. We do have a couple things going on today. I will show you what I did off camera. I was playing a little bit last night there. I was watching Dirt Typer stream, and I was playing a little bit. I was going to stream myself, but when I looked at the time and I was like, I'm tired, so I'm an old man, as my girlfriend refers to me as. Unfortunately, these days, when 8 o'clock rolls around, I'm tired. I wake up at 5 a.m. most days, so that's the reason why I'm tired at that time. But it is what it is. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and fertilize our field. Let's just grab a... I think... did we use the whole thing last time? I don't remember. I'm just going to go grab a full tank, because I don't remember how much we actually need here. I want to say it was a full tank. Alright, so we're going to use MPK and just do a nice rounded spray here. So what I did off camera was I planted potatoes. So that is a cumbersome task. So as you can see, I left a little bit of a headland around here so we can maneuver with the potato equipment, because that is a painful thing to do if you didn't leave yourself the space to maneuver. Alright, so let's go ahead and unfold. So I'm only going to spray the potatoes because I don't need to spray, well, I could theoretically spray the whole field, and maybe I should do that anyways, just so the nutrients are high. Yeah. Alright, I convinced myself. Alright, let's fire it up. So, I planted potatoes off camera, and that's primarily because we want to make TMR, and potatoes is one of the keys to making TMR with the Far Silo mod. So I figured we could do this. So the rental mod really makes everything simple. So if you want to plant potatoes, you don't need to buy the equipment, you just rent it. I like the idea. Although I did have an interesting comment the other day. Someone said, you know, it's kind of like, it's a bit, it makes the game almost too easy like that, and I'm inclined to agree. So I feel like I should put like a little bit of a rule in place. So if I rent something, I have to rent it for like a certain amount of time to make it a little bit more realistic, because in all honesty, you can't rent equipment for an hour. Well, not farm. I don't think you could rent farm equipment for an hour. It really depends on what particular piece of equipment you're talking about, but I'm fairly certain you couldn't do it for most things. So as you can see, definitely missed bits and pieces of the field, which is what seems to always happen with potatoes. So I'm not all torn up about that, but that's fine. I guess I could have. I thought I had a. I probably do actually. Now that I think about it. Fertilizer. Maybe. Well, maybe I don't. I thought I made a fertilizer course. No refill. Oh no, there it is. That's 25 though. This one's yeah, this one is a bit different. I probably could have. So this is the funny thing. So this is what you fertilizing with this makes the most sense, because you add moisture to the soil, and as you can see in the bottom right hand corner, my moisture level is a bit low right now. So this will add moisture to it, which is good. And that's going to be one of the benefits of using this over the dry fertilizer. So this is like, this way you always keep your field fertilized. Although I don't think, what's the width on this thing? Yeah, it's not 26, so it's 24. So let me just check here. For some reason in my mind, 24. Yeah, that's what I thought. So you do have to be. It's funny because the actual dry fertilizer spreader is like a couple meters larger than this one, so you can't use the same course. C'est la vie. So it's 24, so if you set it up for that, then there'll be a little bit of overlap, but not too much. So I'm just gonna set this up while I'm gonna do it myself still, but I'm just thinking about it, so I'm just gonna do it south, and we want to do, probably could do one headland, and that would be fine. Yeah, that should be okay. We'll see how that goes. And we'll save this as F7 Fert 23.5 meters. Whoop. Didn't mean to get that out. I forget how to, is it 8? There we go. Now I need to turn the tractor back on. That's what I get for doing it that way. Anyhow. But yeah, like I said, I'm not going to... oh, I should probably change that. I'll do it off camera. So, let's turn this down here. And go down here. So one of the things that's a bit strange about potatoes is that they're not fertilizer, but what they're capable of accepting for herbicides is a bit strange. In real life, actually, potatoes are fairly picky. You can't spray them very much, which is interesting, actually. I actually know some of the names of the potato fertilizers. Oh, what's that one called? So, there's one thing that comes to mind. So it's not a herbicide, but it's called Regalone. And basically it's a decidant. So basically it dries out the plants. And some people use that to dry down the plants so that when they actually harvest them. So this is something you do late in the season. And they use that as a way of drying down the plants so it goes through the harvester easier. Some people do that. Depending on the scenario, if you have no weeds at all, then you probably wouldn't need very much of that. But there aren't many things you could put on potatoes. They are pretty picky. And in Ontario, there's only Canada, I should say, / Ontario. There's only a few things you can actually put on. I'm trying to think of the name now. I went to an exhibit a while back where we met an expert who said you can use one thing. So one of the herbicides you can put on. I remember what it's about, but I don't remember the name. Anyway, so the herbicide you can put on is like when the weeds are really, really small, you can put this particular herbicide on potatoes. But it's only when the weeds are really small. Otherwise, it's going to be useless with potatoes, which is kind of interesting. So. What is it called? Oh, it's going to bug me. I want to say it's Prime or something, but oh well. Not that important. But potatoes are kind of interesting. I actually watched a video today. Mr. Van Bruggen on Twitter, he liked a video and I just happened to see it, and it was a pretty cool looking video, if I do say so myself. It was like, they were planting potatoes, but it was like hardcore planting potatoes. Like they were putting down ammonia sulfate, I think it was, beforehand as a fertilizer. And so they put that down first, in front of a tractor, and then they were also like cultivating the land in front of the tractor on a front PTO, and then on the back of the tractor they had a hiller, I guess it was. No, I guess it was a cultivator, and they also had the potato planter on the same thing. So it was a pretty ridiculous setup after seeing it all. But it was a Deutzfahr, and it had tracks on it. So instead of it being like, you know, regular large size tracks, they were like very narrow. I guess they would be, I don't know if, I'm assuming they would be called row tracks. Not certain about that. Row crop tracks, I suppose. But they were extremely small. But it was really interesting to see that level of planted potatoes. It was pretty epic, and they had like a little box truck there that was supplying potatoes to the potato drill. It was really cool. Very interesting video. I actually liked it, so if you go into my, I guess if you want to see it, you could go into my liked videos section on my YouTube page, and you should be able to see it there. So, but it was really nifty. It was on Tractor, I think the YouTube page is Tractor Spotter, I want to say it was. Now the question is, are we gonna have a little tiny bit? Yeah, that's fine, whatever. I'm not worried about it. Okay, so that is that. Excellent. So let's return our sprayer. I'm gonna buy one of these sprayers soon because renting it is getting annoying. Okay, perfect. So let's progress time, and let's bring up the animals. There we go. Productivity is 0. Manure, we have not very much liquid manure either. And they have grass now, so that's good. Great demand for pigs. We don't even have pigs on this map. Why do we have a great demand for pigs? That's weird. Alright, let's go to the next day. So let's send this guy on his way because we have more cherries. There we go. Ooh, interesting. Let's look at the texture of potatoes. Nice, very nice. And pH is good. Nutrients seem okay. Soil moisture is a bit low still. It's going to be a problem. We're going to have to see how this plays out. I've never actually, I don't think I've ever done potatoes with a soil mod before, now that I think about it. It's not really anything different than other crops, but it's one of those weird things where if you don't do it very often, it's kind of like, what's going on there? Alright, soil mod's at 70%. Doing its thing. Yeah, looks like moisture is going to be a bit of a problem. Looks that way, at least. Oh no! Oh, down. It's weird because some places have some high moisture, some places have low moisture. Some places have good nitrogen, but phosphorus and potassium not so much. Yeah, it depends. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. That's why I wonder why that's the case. That's very odd. So, all right. What do we need to do now? We probably. I don't know. Hard to say. It's hard to say whether we should spray fertilizer or not fertilizer. We technically could put PK down. Let me just grab my convenient picture here. So, yeah, we could do it. Well, there it is. So, in growth stage 1, oh, crop 1. Oh, I see. Never mind. It's not growth stage 1. Never mind. I don't know. I don't know. We're going to have to wait for this guy to do his thing because this is this needs to be done every day because this has been what's keeping us afloat essentially. Because we're getting about $4,000, something along those lines, every single time we do this. So kind of have to do it. We don't have to, but it's to our advantage if we do it. Let's just say that. Alright, so I think one of the things we should start thinking about is making our own fertilizer. I only say that because, oops, totally just hit the steering wheel there. I think we should do that because what's going to happen is we're actually losing money because of, if we go to our information here, other is where we're losing our money, it looks like. So livestock expenses is not, vehicle running costs is not, wage payment, so that was a big one, and so is that. Other minus 2,000, and then total. So we weren't making money, that's for sure. So that's something we need to take into consideration. And it's probably from, I don't know where, I forget where, I think it's under other is where the actual cost of the fertilizer comes into play. So the question is, should we spray water or not? So it's only at stage 1 at the moment. So our cows are at 45% productivity. No, that's not bad. That's better than I thought they were going to be, actually. Let's, while I'm just thinking about this, let's go ahead and grab some straw and just fill up our cows with straw. I didn't realize, I didn't think grass and straw would make them that productive. I am somewhat surprised by that, actually. And we probably should also, now that I'm thinking about it, we should also sell a little bit of our canola to bring us up to par. Or actually, we could sell wood chips. We have tons of wood chips. Let's sell some of the wood chips. Before we do that, let's grab the straw from over here. They're not actually going to need all the straw anyways, so that should be good. Nope. There we go. TMR, no. Silage, straw, grass, no. We need, oh, I don't have any straw in here? Oh, that's weird. That's more than enough. And let's go over here. Yeah, it's funny because we have wood chips and we have canola, and technically we'll make a lot more money from canola, but we have way more wood chips. Like, if you look carefully at how many wood chips we actually have, I think it's like 180,000. Something ridiculous like that. And of course, the reason why we have that much is because I took out those trees. Which was awesome. Now we have a nice large field. Alright, so let's go down to our other section down there, and we will sell some wood chips. This will also give us a little bit of extra, a little bit of surge of cash as well. Also, we have to wait for our VW bug to do his thing. Our VW van, because we want... There we go. Should be able just to drive in here like this. That's not close enough. Really? Huh. Somewhat surprised by that. Oh, there it goes. Ooh, look at that. Fancy. Nice. So, the biogas facility is where we're going. So it's way down the southern half of the map. So I probably could have rented something for this, which would have made this a bit quicker, rather than doing this with a small little tractor like this. Actually, you know what I could do? Let me just do this. Because we're driving down there anyways. I am going to, yes, of course, I'm sure some of you have realized what I'm going to do now. I'm going to record a course because I want to be able to do this without me having to drive down there, because it's kind of far. And let me just bring up the... Where is the actual trigger? There we go. And the reason why I want to start from this side like this is because if I start from this side, like so, if I come in from this way, if I have anything in here, it'll actually pick it up, but if I come from this side, it won't. Alright, so let's start the course there. And this is probably, I'll do this off camera. Well, I mean, like, when I sell stuff, I'll do it off camera. Ooh, that was close. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna fix that, because if I don't fix it, I have a sneaky suspicion that if I don't fix it, if I use any other vehicle, I'm gonna run into that little side thing. That's gonna be a pain. What's the expression in English? What is it? Measure twice, cut once. So that's what I'm thinking about right here. Alright, we'll take this corner a little bit wide then. There we go. That's fine. Excellent. So, hope everybody's having a good day so far, and I hope everybody's enjoying this map. I know, I really enjoy this map. Oh, is he at his... See? 5,000, so we're at 2,000. Watch this. That's why we need to do that every single day. Just to point that out. Alright, so, biogas facility. We need to head south. Excellent. So I hope everyone's enjoying this map. I really like this map. As I mentioned before, there is a newer version. I just haven't updated to it, so I've just been enjoying this one. So Roy is notorious for making changes all the time, so I'm sure if I upgrade to the new one, he'll change to something else. But he's always improving the map, and I appreciate that. So it's awesome because some maps don't get improvements, and some maps do. Sorry, I just realized I haven't scheduled a video for this morning. I have one ready, I just haven't put all the final touches on it, basically, so. Alright, so we are heading way, way, way down there. Maybe I even have a course like this already. Sell, yeah, there it is. Sell chips. Pfft. Figures. Actually, that one was, I know what I did with that one. That's the one I did with the JCB, and it's not actually selling chips. It's just, it is just driving there, and that's it. It's not quite selling them in the same regards. Ah, well. But I don't know. What do you guys think of the soil mod? I'm kind of curious. Do you guys like the soil mod? Do you guys dislike the soil mod? Do you think it adds too much extra work? Do you not like it? Let me know. I am curious about that, because I absolutely love the soil mod. I think it adds, like I've mentioned before, it adds a lot to the game, and I really like the extra layer it adds. But it does mean, you know, you're doing a lot more spraying, for example, and you're doing a lot more other stuff that you wouldn't necessarily be doing in the base game. But I like that. So, right now, I guess I technically have 2 maps running at the same time. I have Manchester, which I haven't recorded much on lately. I have episodes uploaded, but just haven't recorded on. And that's because there is a new version of the map, and ever since I tried to update, I actually lost my previous save, so I haven't got around to recording on it again. I actually don't know what the difference is between the versions. I'd have to actually look at the changelog specifically to see what the significant changes are. So I think he tried to fix the texture issues, I think it was, if memory serves at least. Let me get out of the cab here for you guys. I don't realize how much I do that sometimes. I'm just like la la la, like driving around. It's because I like driving in cab. Alright, so as we drive over this, let's just slow down, bring up the trigger information here. Like so. And we'll drive past this. And we should be able to should be in the keyword. Nice little injection of cash there. Yeah, perfect. Good. I wasn't sure if we're going to be able to do that or not. And just turn around here. I don't want to drive through the bunkers if I don't have to, because it might, Courseway might get confused at some later date. So excellent. So yeah, the soil mod for me adds just quite a cool little layer, and they're constantly changing the mod too. Like as I mentioned before, I'm following the progress on GitHub with all the coding side of things and seeing how things are changing. It's really nifty to see what they're incorporating, in my opinion. So it's like they're adding some really cool stuff. I think it's like the combination of, like, let's say the compost mod, I think that's really cool. 1 second, coffee break. I love coffee in the morning. It's funny, I find myself, every now and then I'll find myself thinking about, like, I should make some more coffee. And it's like, well, it's like, you know, middle of the afternoon. It's like, well, it's funny because sometimes coffee will affect me in the sense that I'll need to, it'll keep me up. Other times it has no effect at all. It's really strange. I know Carever76, if you haven't checked out his channel, definitely check it out. He's a very chill guy. He's from the Netherlands. He's Dutch. Very cool guy. Carever76. If you don't know him, go check him out. If you're curious and you can't find him on YouTube for whatever reason, ask me in the comments. I'll put a link in the I'll give you a link for him. Very cool guy. So anyways, I don't know how I got on this rant now. Lost my train of thought. What was I talking about? Totally forget now. Yep, totally forget. Oh well, Kara's a nice guy. Let's just go with that. Anyhow. So, compost mod is what I was thinking of. That's a really nifty mod, and it really adds. It actually works with the soil mod, but only certain maps have both of them installed. There are some maps that have the soil mod, but not the compost mod, and vice versa. So, I think Grazyland maybe has, which is the map that was the very first map I know of that has, or I knew of, I should say, at that time when it came out, that actually had the soil mod in it. So I don't know if there are many other ones yet. So the other good thing about making this course now is if I want to take out any of the other trees around the other fields, at least I have a means by which I can sell the wood chips without having to do this run every single time, which is very nice. Alright, so let's get in cab here. It's funny, going straight, no problems. As soon as I have to start making some turns, I find being in cab is like vitally important for like the quality of the turn I'm going to make. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Alright, now let's just slow this down a little bit. I'm going to make sure I approach this correctly. That should be okay. Okay, and we'll call this sell wood chips. Perfect. Good. So, we have a little bit of money again, which is good. So let's check this out once again. So X5, X4. So we're going to definitely need to put some moisture down, I think. It's going to be something we're going to have to do 100%. Yeah. Alright, so what we'll do is... this guy's just chilling out here. We'll just let him chill out there for the time being. Alright, so we are going to just progress time one day ahead and see, and maybe we will see how things go. So let's go ahead and progress time one day ahead. Oh, didn't like that. I think the game might be crashing right now. It didn't like the time fast forward mod. Wah, wah. Alright, well folks, having said that, I will stop the episode here for now, and my name's Iain Robson. It's been an episode of Farming Simulator 2015 coming at you from the Newbie Farm, and I'll catch you guys later. Because apparently my game has crashed. Cheers.